See, your board is going to ask about AI next quarter, and we're still exploring isn't going to work this time. I've helped mid-market CEOs build the presentation that has survived this question, not by overselling AI, but presenting it in a way the board actually thinks. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what your board presentation needs, and more importantly, what you need to cut so you walk in with confidence instead of rehearsing in your car at 7:45 a.m., hoping that nobody asks the hard question. See, here is what most CEOs do wrong. They walk into a board meeting and lead with the technology. We're looking at this platform, it uses machine learning and AI, and here is what it's going to do. And the board starts rolling their eyes, not because they're not smart, but because they don't evaluate AI on its capability. They evaluate AI on three things: risk, return, and timeline. That's it. And if your presentation doesn't answer those three clearly, you've lost the room before slide 5. See, most AI board presentations start with the technology. Here is the platform, here are the features, here is what you can do. That's the wrong first slide. Your board does not care about the technology. They care about the problem that technology solves. And here is what that looks like. We have a scaling bottleneck that hiring alone does not fix. Or our institutional knowledge is concentrated in very few people inside the company. Or manual processes are costing us close to $180,000 a year in time that should have been spent on growth. These are board level problems. The board already cares about all of them. See, the moment you open with technology, you've already positioned yourself as a tech enthusiast, right? But the moment you open with a business problem that has a dollar amount attached, you now position yourself as a strategist. And that frame alone controls the entire room, by the way. So that's the first thing. Lead with a business problem, not the technology. AI earns credibility by solving a known problem, not by being interesting on its own. Second thing, and this is the one that saves you in the room. Your board will not approve a strategy they cannot financially model, and they shouldn't, right? So build the model before you walk in. Don't wait for them to ask. And here are the three numbers that you need. One, the baseline cost of the current problem. What is this costing you right now? In hours, in headcount, in efficiency? A real number. Not that it's slow, that's too vague. You need a number. Number two, the projected cost of the solution, including implementation, not just the licensing. The license is 25% of the real cost probably, but you need integration, you need data prep, you need change management, you need maintenance. That is the other 80%. See, if your budget only covers the license, you don't have a budget in the first place, right? Number three, the break-even timeline. The specific week or month where the investment pays for itself. If you can show them that your highest priority initiative breaks even in under 6 months and then compounds after that, you have made the decision safe. See, boards don't fear AI. They fear unquantified risk. An ROI model with a visible break-even turns that fear into confidence. And confidence is what gets approvals in boardroom, right? Okay, now the third thing, and this is the one most people miss. Don't present a 12-month AI transformation plan. Nobody believes a 12-month plan. Instead, I want you to present a 90-day phase 1. And here is what that looks like. What happens in the first 30 days? What the 90-day proof point looks like? What phase 2 unlocks if phase 1 delivers? And this is the part that wins the room. What is the explicit criteria for stopping if phase 1 doesn't work? See, board members are essentially risk managers. That's their job. And a phased roadmap with a kill switch is risk management language. You need to speak that language. It tells them we'll know early if this is working and we have a plan for both outcomes. That framing turns a board conversation from an interrogation into an alignment discussion. And that's the type of discussion you want to have. The CEO who walks in with, here is our 12-month AI transformation, you know he's going to get grilled, right? The CEO, on the other hand, who walks in with, here is a 90-day experiment with a kill switch ready to go at day 60, they'll get approved. Same company, same board, but a completely different conversation. Because one sounds like a gamble and the other one sounds like a very calculated bet. So those are the three things. Business problem first, not technology. ROI model with 3 numbers before you walk in, not after they ask you. And third, a phased roadmap with a kill switch. 90 days, not 12 months. Let me show you the difference. So remember that sentence from the top, we're still exploring? That's what most CEOs say because they don't have the 3 things we just talked about. They don't have the business problem quantified. They don't have an ROI model. They don't have the phased roadmap. So they default to exploring because exploring sounds responsible. It sounds cautious. It sounds like leadership. But your board heard exploring last quarter and the quarter before that, probably. And every quarter you say it, the gap between you and the CEO who walks in with those numbers, it gets wider. Not because of AI, but because of clarity. See, here is the thing. Building that presentation, the problem framing, the ROI model, the phased roadmap, that's not a weekend project. That's what comes out of the diagnostic. The 4-week AI audit that we run produces exactly what your board is asking for. Real numbers, real priorities, real timeline, built around your specific operations, not a template, not a generic playbook, your company, your data, and your board meeting. And if you want to build this together, the discovery session is where that starts. I'll drop link in the description below, and you'll walk away knowing the top opportunities, financial case, and what to present. Comment start below and I'll send you the prioritization framework we use internally in our audits that we run for mid-market companies. And if you haven't watched the other videos in this series, please go back. The pilot failure breakdown, the 98% belief gap, and 3 earlier videos on why audits come before tools. They're all the foundation for everything we just covered. Links are right here. I'll see you there.